Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So after seeing the Hawks get violated by the Rockets last night, it just gives me more reasoning to make this video about how the Hawks are ruining Trae Young's season. Think about it. Last night, they was already down 54 points at the end of the third quarter. They still had a whole nother quarter of ass whooping to go, knowing they have no chance at winning this game. Trae Young, he looked pretty much innocent. He was 6'4", 11 for 25 points. Some reason they kept him in the fourth quarter. He finished with 37 points. And then on top of that, James Harden had 60 points through 3 quarters. They sat him down the whole fourth quarter and still won by 40 plus points. Then on top of that, the game was so bad, Chandler Parsons even made his debut in the third quarter. This man ain't supposed to be seeing the court at all. He made his debut. That game was terrible, you feel me? And the crazy thing is, I felt that Trae Young and the Hawks were going to be different this year. I even did a video about how the Hawks was the third best young team behind the Pelicans and the Bulls. And I felt that Trae Young was going to pick up where he left off last year and will win more games this year simply because he's starting off the season with a healthy John Collins. They also picked up DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish in the draft. And they also added guys like Jabari Parker and Damian Jones to help out the depth. And after being 19 games to the season, Trae Young is doing his part. Look at the statistics. The dude has improved his production all around. He's showing flashes of being the next Steph Curry as he has become more dangerous on the court, scoring from everywhere, you feel me? He's also playmaking, he's like a better leader, etc. Dude is dangerous this season. And honestly, he should be a top 10 MVP candidate, but the Hawks are currently 4-16, so he's not getting any notoriety for his production. Part of that's because John Collins is once again fucking them over, bruh. Last year, he missed 16 games in the beginning of the year with the injury, and in result, the Hawks started off the season 3-13. When he returned, they finished 29-53 for the season, and this year, he's suspended for 25 games for some illegal drug substance abuse, whatever you call it. And the Hawks are once again struggling. With them already being 4-16, they will be without him for 9 more games. 9 more games, which will potentially put a worse burden on the record than they had last year without him to start. Not having John Collins on the court is really hurting their whole offense because everybody knows that John Collins, the dude was trending towards being a 20-10 guy who can also stretch the floor, and he really played well with Trae Young and the rest of the Atlanta Hawks last season. Since he's not on the court, they need Jabari Parker to step up and play his role, which Jabari Parker has been doing a good job of, but that's hurting the depth. Then on top of that, it also doesn't help that Cam Reddish, the guy they drafted top 10, cannot step up and produce. The man has been terrible. The man is out here shooting 720 jump shot layups, and he's shooting 26% from the field, 21% from the three. If anything, he is supposed to be a 3-and-D guy. What is 21% from the three, bro? Like, that's all I really want to know. What is that? You feel me? Now, he has put up a few good games, but for the most part, dude has been inconsistent and sneaking it up. Same thing with DeAndre Hunter, but he's showing more potential than Cam Reddish, but he has growing pains as well, as he was pretty much absent last night against the Rockets. Dude, he was like 1 for 10 for like 2 points. That shit ain't cool, bro. You feel me? But he has shown potential. Like I said, he just needs to be a little bit more consistent and get comfortable. Then it doesn't help that Damian Jones has to be the sweetest center in the NBA. The dude can't defend, he can't grab no boards, he can't really score no buckets. He doesn't help, you feel me? And it doesn't help that much that Alex Len is the backup center. This is not a good look for them. This is why Trae Young is dropping 49 points and still losing in OT. This is why the Hawks can't finish games. This is why the Hawks are struggling to stay in games. This is why the Hawks are down 54 points in the third quarter with a guy having 60 points. You feel me? Now, there are a lot of statistics I could point to show why the Hawks as a team suck right now. But I only want to point to a few. The Hawks are currently dead last in offensive efficiency like they were last year without John Collins to start. Ain't that something? You know, ain't that crazy? You feel me? Then on top of that, they are showing that they are a young and naive team by having the second worst turnover efficiency in the NBA. I think they are like the first or second youngest team in the NBA anyway. You know, you can tell, you feel me? Then on top of that, they are allowing the fourth most points in the NBA. You know, you can tell that is very true by them letting James Harden drop 60 points in 3 quarters, being down 54 points as well. Like, this team ain't got no defense, you feel me? And since the Hawks are doing so bad, Trae Young's, you know, MVP race isn't even receiving any notoriety. He should at least be a top 10 candidate. He's fighting hard every night to help his team have a chance to win games and are putting up numbers. But it means nothing since he is losing, which is not even his fault. The Hawks need to get my man some help. Now, they have tried to get my man some help, but, you know, DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, they are not ready to, you know, reach their potential yet. They're still struggling. John Collins is out. Kevin Huerter even missed some games. They were struggling, you feel me? And it's really messed up, man. Like, the city deserves better. The fans deserve better. Trae Young deserves better. He's carrying his team on his back, you know. I think he will win an MVP and make this team relevant, you know, seasons to come. But I just don't know if they could turn around this season, man. I still think this team is the third best young team simply because of the pieces they have. But, you know, at a certain extent, pieces don't mean nothing. I'm a Cavs fan. I'm not a Hawks fan. We struggling too. So I know your pain. But we gonna see what's up, man. Let me know what y'all think about Trae Young. Let me know what y'all think about the Hawks. Let me know everything. Like, comment, subscribe. I got more content coming soon.